Welcome everybody to the latest Tournament of Doom. I'm your host, or not Tournament of Doom, the Challenge of Doom. I'm sorry, it's a Tuesday night. It's different. I'm sick if you can't hear it. So that's part of the reason why we don't have an expanded cap. But also because I'm sick. Well, this actually was scheduled well before I was sick, but thankfully it was scheduled. It was like Emmy had a little bit of like future sight here. We actually have two really great casters coming at you tonight. We have coming back for I don't even know how many times. I'm sick. Give me some leniency. Brooke and Cordy. Who would like to introduce themselves first?
You go first, Cordy.
Okay. Hi, I'm Cordy Fox. I am a Pokemon organizer in the Pittsburgh, PA. I'm also a judge. You probably see me at most North American regionals, branching into European regionals a little bit. You saw me on stage in Vegas and Milwaukee. I love organizing Pokemon, talking about Pokemon, playing Pokemon. I'm so excited to be back. Thank you, Doom. Thank you, Emmy, for inviting us.
And my name is Brooke. I am a Pittsburgh area player. I have been I've been attending more regionals this season. Last season I took a little bit of a break, but I made day 2 at both Pittsburgh and Milwaukee this season so far, playing Dragapult. I'm also a GLC player. You may have seen me on the Full Grip Games cash tournaments. I've made top 8 a few times at those events. I love Pokemon cards, and I'm super excited to be back and casting.
It's a lot of fun to cast, especially when you have a voice. I have half a voice. Mrs. Doom likes to call it like my movie announcer voice. So like if I could do this without like my throat being hurt and like keep it would always be like in a world where Pikachu is not feared or something. Not happening. I actually had once a job wanted to use me for a voiceover that I worked for, and they were hoping to time up the project with me getting sick. I was like, thanks. But yeah, as people are asking in the Discord, can you up the spots? Can you do all this? The intention for tonight originally was I was going to see how many people were, kick things up, go from there. But also like would like to go to sleep. We had a decent-ish time with being sick, so that is the reason why I am keeping it as a small, intimate gathering. Maybe to make it up, next Tuesday we'll do a big tournament. Maybe. Fix this phone.
We'll take it too. We have 2 gigs tomorrow on Christmas Eve. We're both singers as well, so
take what it is. It's Christmas, and the first round is up. Let's go ahead and see what our pairings are and see who we already have that is streaming, so we could get a game up. I will fix the pricing here in a moment, Humizer. So let me make sure I'm adjusting everything. And who do we have? We already have Bray. We have Patrick is cool. I think Bray was in. Let me see. Bray TCG. They're on the Lopunny Dusknoir up against Gardevoir Jellicent.
I'd like to see that.
All right.
Those are 2 decks I'm considering playing to Toronto.
Let's jump to table 2 and we'll see how this game goes. I'll get you set up, and once the game gets going, it looks like it's already going, I will set up the rest, and I'll hand it off here to Brooke and Cordy. For some reason, I wanted to call you like Cody or something else, and I'm like, my brain's fried, because I'm thinking wrestling. I'm like, yeah, Cody Rhodes. I'm like, no, that's not right.
It's okay. I get it a lot.
So I apologize if I butcher your names tonight, because I'm not all the way here, and now I will use that as an excuse to be quiet for a while and watch the game.
All right. Well, first off, we're seeing a Wally's Compassion in the hand.
This is not a good turn one.
No, it's not a good turn one. I did briefly want to talk about the Wally's Compassion because it is a card I am starting to see in Lopunny lists a little more. Serves a couple purposes. One is the obvious. It's the closest card to Cynthia we have. Not Cynthia. What's her face? Cheryl. Closest card to Cheryl we've had in a hot minute. But in addition to clearing a bunch of damage off of the 3 prizer, it's also a means of and there's the Ditto 1 turn 2. Late. What?
Yeah.
There's nothing here. What I was trying to say is it's a great way to recycle the enriching energy off of a Mega Lopunny. And attempts to draw some more cards, which you could really use right now. Jelly Guard's off to the races. We got 2 Corellias on board. We're just getting rid of that TMUO. We don't need it anymore. Oceanic Gloom means we're not going to see anybody popping use or anything. We need a good supporter to.
Yep.
Would be the fruitless reach for the Nuzball.
Can we get? We should get like an Oceanic Gloom effect next. Guardy Jellicent having pretty much a textbook start here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're just doing everything that they want to do here. I think getting Guardy in play. Oh, are we going into Jealous? Okay, no, going into the Gloom here.
Yeah, it's still a little too early. You want the guarantee. I mean, there's a boss in hand. With that massive hand, you got to figure there's at least one supporter in there, and it's probably a boss. Otherwise, they would have played a draw supporter. So staying Frillish makes way more sense. Definitely wasn't happy to see there, and there's the Jellicent. Definitely wasn't happy to see the bear come down, because otherwise we could have cleared the board with a couple of Adrenabrains and a good power press. But bear has a lot of HP.
Nice Stretcher here, going to cycle for 5 cards. A lot better than your Nice Stretcher Teal Dances. Arvin here going to grab the Ultra Ball, get a Gardevoir into play. I mean, the thing is, like, even if you do get even with the Jellicent coming into play here, even if you do get a turn of items, like, what are you going to do? Like, like you boss something up and then what? You might get to candy a Dusknoir. It's just not going to be enough. Brain here probably going to be pressuring this Duskull, unless just pressuring the Duskull here. Unfortunate that you had to bench the Screamtail rather than a second Munkidori, but if that is the most unfortunate thing that is going on in this game for you, I think you're pretty happy.
I didn't love benching the Screamtail. Pretty much in any Dusknoir based deck, you really want 2 Munkidori's. I mean that's how your Guardy gets KO'd, especially in this matchup. Like as long as you have 2 Munkidori's with 2 Dark Energies attached, unless you get multiple ghosts down, Curse Blast just never becomes an issue for the rest of the match.
Best for 3 here. These are Pokemon trading card game cards. I mean, they have to already have 2 Psychic Energy in the discard, right? There's only there's only 15 cards left in deck. Like,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So this Duskull's going to go down. And then just power press. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else Lopunny Dusknoir can do. Yeah, looking at the gel sensing. What exactly does that attack do? 160 right now.
Well, so far this is looking more like an Ursula and a Pheasantipity deck.
Yeah.
And just having Pidgeotto and Pidgeot in hand, but no way to get Pidgey is just... Hilda really wishing it could grab a basic.
Alright, Apophon we can't play. Enriching Energy is gonna draw 4 cards here.
Oh, there's Bunny.
I genuinely just don't even know what to say here. Alright, we have Mega Lopunny in hand.
We also have no ghosts, so we're not even knocking out the Jellicent.
Oh wait, no, but they just win on the following turn. Because you just go, you Adrenaline onto Budew and then Power Press the Blood for...
Yeah, it certainly was a decision to punch the Budew.
Yeah, I mean, Countercatcher can try and disrupt, but again, there's already
How are you
energy in
playing
the
the
discard.
Countercatcher?
Yeah, you can't retreat. Oh yeah, because there's item lock. Yep. All right. Well, that was a rough one. Yep. Here we're just gonna see Adrenabrain, take out the Budew. Yeah, I mean, even if you don't have the Budew there, then you still knock out the Bloodmoon, you go to 1 prize, and then the Screamtail, the anything just takes the other prize on the following turn.
Let's go ahead and jump to table 3.
All right.
I will get the game up for everyone, and this is in a spot. It looks like a decent spot, so there you go.
All right. See, item lock in effect here against Charizard. Dragapult's pretty set up. I'm guessing waiting for a turn where you can get a Dusclops and have a very disruptive turn of Dragapult attacks. You're looking for a second energy as well. Charmander discard Blazing Destruction. Well, good thing I have my second Jamming Tower right here.
Is that a Defiance band on the?
It is a Defiance band. I'm guessing this list is on the Moltres. Defiance band allows you to boost up
KO.
The Moltres to KO Goldango.
Mr. Money Man.
Mr. Money Man, Mr. Worldwide.
Oh,
there is the Moltres. Yep. Still no energy here.
That's not energy.
That is not energy. So we got another Recon Directive.
That's not energy.
That is not energy. All right. Ultra Ball can get a Dusclops if you're on 2 copies, which is nice. Looks like we are not on 2 copies, or 1 is prized.
4 is prized.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are on 2 copies, but looks like 1 might be prized. All right. Well, when in doubt, pollen them out. And honestly, I think like this, just like a snapshot of this board state right here, is just such a great example of why Dragapult is so well into these Charizard decks. Just like being able to just completely shut down these decks that are so reliant on rare candy. Here we got the other energy here.
Oh, there's a Hilda. That's okay. Going for the Ultra Ball instead.
No second Dusclops in deck, unfortunately. So you're really looking for the Night Stretcher here.
Brock Scouting.
Yeah, that's an option that I like a lot when you're expecting a lot of opposing item lock. Oftentimes, especially with Dragapult Mirror, comes down to just who can more effectively navigate the item lock and who can come out ahead of winning that initial buddy war. And Brock Scouting is a supporter card that just helps you have a little bit more of an edge in those item lock offs.
Yeah, it's the sort of card I really wish you could play in a deck like Gardevoir, where item lock just feels so bad in terms of just getting guys out in the field.
Secret Box Zard here. Not a common A-spec choice. But, I mean, if you can get Dawn, Candy... Yeah, Mezagoza is another way to search out Pokemon, and Defiance Band. Super Rod here to get some energies back into the deck. Probably get those Charmanders back into the deck. Yeah, so hopefully... Oh, it looks like they got a Lilies, I think, as their supporter.
Yeah, this is standard Zard Pidgeot. Well, I mean, there's no Dawn to speak of in this list. Secret Box is definitely a little different, but it's Zard. You never know what A-spec you'll see on first stamp. You'll see Prime Catcher. You'll see Hero's Cape. You'll see
Maxfeld is the
Amulet of Hope.
I'm
kidding.
Okay. Yeah, Maxfeld is the A-spec that I expected from Zard. Yeah, this is not looking good for Zard here. Yep, all right. Okay, these counter catchers are not looking great here. It's not great that you weren't able to establish a Pidgeot this turn. I think that was a very important piece of the puzzle here. You're just not going to need this.
Yeah, you're ahead enough. If you take 2 prizes here, I mean, you're never going to use those counter catchers.
Yep. Yeah, just looking for the Night Stretcher here. That one of Night Stretcher left in deck. Let's just close up the game here, because just any Dust Pops here, just gonna get you the game.
Well, you're definitely using one of these Recon Directors before you evolve.
Well, I don't even know if you evolve. If you want to play the Lilies, you probably evolve. But even then, just trying to thin the deck out as much as you can. Thinking about sequencing here. Gonna go ahead and commit the attachment to Dracloak. Yep. If you're planning on playing the Lilies, okay, you're not playing the Lilies. You're playing Iono here.
I like it. Okay.
All right. No, we're looking for. I mean, you only have like 7 cards on top. There it is. All right. Yeah, I was like, you're pretty likely to hit it here. Like, you just put like 6 cards to the bottom. You have 7 cards you haven't seen. Like, you're gonna see 4 of them. Yeah, you're super likely to hit it here. Yeah. So here, just take out Pidgey, Phantom Die for your last 2 prizes.
Making sure those are in fact 50 HP Pidgeys.
Mm-hmm.
I won't brick again.
Hey, Night Stretcher. That's the card we were looking for.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits. That one, Bray. Hopefully you do not break again. I'll hold you to that promise.
And that's a second Dust
Dust Gloves.
Alrighty, give me a moment here. Let's go ahead and let's move back to the caster's desk. I will share my screen here for you. Know what decks we're looking at. And let me make sure before the thing, the chat bot goes off, that I have your names in instead of mine and After Crash's names.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now.
Oh, hey, Russell's on table 4.
6 month sub to go 6-0 in Doom tonight seems good.
All right. Got that. Save it. Yeah, I am sick tonight. So that is why we have Cordy and Brooke, even though Cordy and Brooke were there before. We're supposed to be here before. It just happened to be good timing. Really good timing.
OS.
My body's like, yeah, I can take it easy tonight. I'm good. Thank you, body. But yeah, we had Russ on Friday playing the Future Box, and I don't remember what happened now. I want to say they got caught up by item lock, and they just sent no. They started like all their Iron Valiants in one hand.
Oh.
Yeah,
Impressive.
it was very impressive. But I do have tonight's metagame up. Not surprisingly, Dragon Ball Death Storm is number 1 with Goldingo Lunatone number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gardevoir Jellicent number 3. Oh yeah, Logan, it's my throat mostly. I hopefully should be fully better by Friday. At worst, maybe I'll still have this sound, but I have to see. Any decks standing out that you are seeing?
Garchomp's cool. Armor's Box is cool.
Armor's Box. We've had the same player playing it. It's not this guy who's been playing Ho Armor's like every week. He gets about right there on the cusp during the tournaments. Like he's just right there. All right,
let's check out this.
Yeah, let's check out this list. And we are currently waiting on 5 matches.
Got the one of 70 HP.
Is Sharkadet the Pokemon with the most different basics, like evolving basics? There's so many different Sharkadets that you can play.
You can currently play, if it let me see.
There's gotta be like 5 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
At least 6,
7.
7, 8,
Okay.
9.
I'm telling you, there's so many.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's like
5.
11. I think it's 11.
No, there's no way.
Because this Heat Blast, there's 3 Heat Blasts.
Okay.
So that's the same card, just different printing. So
And then there's the full arts. So 4, and there's 10. There's 10 different Sharkadets that you can play.
Well, I mean, if you choose an arts, but I'm talking like, I think we're talking like unique.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. There's 14 on here on screen. 3 of them are duplicates.
And then you have
And
these
2
two
more
are,
are duplicates.
yeah, so that's...
No, it's actually 11, because that's...
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
It's
lot.
ridiculous. I know, it's ridiculous.
that's several. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's even there's even 3 60 HP Sharkadets. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, it helps that it's like introduced in Gen 9, and there's like 2, like it's a branching evolution.
Branching evolution, and it's very popular.
Pain in the ass to shiny hunt. I gave up on
Yeah.
that one a long time ago.
I quite enjoyed shiny hunting Charcadet. Definitely tested the peepers.
I was like, oh my god, I'm done. There was like no quick way of doing it either.
The Chi Yu event was a good time to do it.
But someone chat was asking if anyone playing the tanky boof deck. Yes, and it's currently 1-0. So also someone did BG Mass rescribed for Prime with this episode. Okay, thank you. 6 months. So go 6-0 in Doom tonight. Well, hey, it might happen. I would hope so.
We have a Chin Pao tonight.
We do. Let's go look at that. I know someone who played Chin Pao to Las Vegas. They did not do well. They're in chat if they want to talk about it.
Yeah, we do. We definitely have some interesting choices here. We got a Mega Manetric. We got Drake Terapagos.
Got the Mega King.
Yeah, we had one of the guys, the VGC players who came in saying they were getting into the TCG. One of them was saying he'd been playing Chin Pao, and was talking about how much fun he was having, like pivoting with the surfing beach to get energy.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, it kind of made me want to try it.
It seems like it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
It's just not for me. Like every VGC player I know, and I'm actually one of them, loves to hit decks that just hit big numbers because, like, sometimes with VGC, that's how the whole game will go. It's like, okay, do I get an Oko? Do I get an Oko?
Yeah, I mean, their stream has the one-hit knockout graphic.
Yeah. So
can't exactly top deck a crit.
Exactly. It's like by the time you get to the finals, usually they're the players who know how to like tank enough and like have way better strategies than versus like the early rounds. But then, yeah, it's just like a lot of times. Sometimes you are just trying to set up that one hit KO in VGC. We have a Crustle at 1-0.
Rocking the Pokevital A, the Battle Cage, and the Zerosix.
Gotta check them all.
Yep.
And we are currently waiting on one more match. This is again why we kept it small, because instead of waiting for like 50 matches right now, we're waiting for one. And maybe what I'll do to make it up for next week is to do another tournament, but do it without a limit. Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I recently had my schedule changed, where I'm working longer days, 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week. Low-key hoping to get Wednesdays off a little more reliably. I would definitely love to hang out on Tuesdays a little more, whether it's casting or playing.
Mm-hmm. I actually need to play on one of these at some point, like an actual online tournament again at some point.
Yeah, we can hang out with Emmy.
I did that once. Like I played in my own tournament, and it turned out that people would just find out and they would just stream snipe me even with a delay, and I can't do anything.
Oh,
everyone's done. Good. Okay. I can't like do like, hey, you're cheating. I have to have someone else come in and do it. And Tuesdays is just like, it's just me. I always make sure it's just me because I don't want to submit anyone else to this. I don't know that doesn't want to volunteer for it. And it's like, yeah, I can prove it. You even said it in my chat, but I can't do anything about it. So, well, round 2 is up. Let's find ourselves a game. We do have Russ, Nerdy Pop Russ. Let's see what they're up against. They are up against Enzorark.
Sounds great to me.
All right, let's go jump down there to table 4. Hopefully their opponent is paying attention and knows that the next round is up.
Hopefully.
And Russ here gets the good old substitute doll. All right, names are in. It's good. Set, and I forgot to reset the timer, but that's fine. Goes. All right. Now, does anything stand out with the Zoroark's deck?
The Mega Lopunny over the Blood Moon, but that seems like a pretty clean answer to Cornerstone compared to Liam Halliburton playing a Watchtower and manually attaching 5 energies to Blood Moon or Saluna.
I mean, he did it and it worked. But
Yeah, it did work, but
For a game.
yeah, for one game.
I actually still need to watch that whole final set. I was so tired after that top 4.
I was waiting for a plane. I was like, man, I could not be waiting for a plane, be playing these finals if I just don't prize Dragapults all night. But here we go. Game's up. Leave it to you two.
All right. I do appreciate the mix of Pokemon Professor swag. We got the Blastoise coin, the Charizard sleeve, and the Venusaur deck box.
Mm-hmm. Right, getting here into the game. It has been a while since I've seen an Iron Valiant deck. This one a lot more focused on actually using your psychic attackers rather than, I mean, the last I can remember is like Valiente with Entei V and using the Valiant pings to soften up your opponent's threats or just straight up knock out evolving basics. All right, 2 mulligans here, unfortunately. But 2 Techno Raiders in the opener.
That's a lot of Pokemon.
That is a lot of Pokemon.
And an S-Ball. And research.
Yeah. But you are going first, so you cannot play that research, unfortunately. But you can't. I think you can play that on the hand enough to get at least a restart going. Yep, getting Miraidon, getting Iron Valiant. Gonna pitch the Valiant you got here. Yep, attach and a restart for 2. Oh, Future Booster's not bad.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna give you an easy retreat out of the Chrome. Preferably, you'd be able to find a switch effect to get it out of Valiant into the active, and then retreat out of the Valiant into the Miraidon. But the peak acceleration here already doing enough to KO one of these Zoras.
Peak acceleration is it's a crazy attack. It does a lot. It have either energy capsule, an iron crown or 2, and all of a sudden you're KOing evolving basics and accelerating a bunch of energy while you're at it.
Mm-hmm. We have a raw secret box here. Oh, destroying 2 Zoroarks.
I have 2 more, probably.
Yeah, Yeah, this list is on 2 Super Rod and a Night Stretcher. So, okay, well, don't get to see what's out of there because we're looking at beautiful Maridon. I saw lilies. I saw lilies come off the secret box. Poff in here. Probably getting a Zora. Maybe the Baniri. The Mega Lopunny does line up very nicely against these 2 prizers. Okay, no, just one Zora. Artisan here. Probably, yeah, grab Monkey. Well, I wouldn't hate grabbing a Reshiram here. The evolution here. Super Rod back in the Zoroarks.
Guarantee that we have 2 in there, or maybe not.
I mean, it depends on how many are prized. Okay, did find the energy here for the Evo. That would have been a rough lilies.
That was necessary.
Yep, and hopefully going to get.
Oh no!
Two
The
Zoroarks here.
punish! Oh no! Oh, there.
No, they do it 2 animations.
Yeah,
this is TCG
yeah,
Live. We
I
have to
know.
do 3
I
different
know.
animations for one simple thing. It's okay. I always get flipped up when Crispin happens and my opponent just like reveals 1 energy. I'm like, oh, sweet. They don't have the second energy. And then just zoops straight into play. It's like, oh, right. Right, Prime Catcher off the top here. Not exactly what you want to see. It's it does a switch.
You're playing it because otherwise it's a use it or lose it if you're planning on using this research.
Right, but you probably just want to take out the energy that they have in play with the Zora. And so you don't want that to be on the bench. But I don't know. I have not played an Iron Valiant deck recently, if ever. We are seeing some Zoroark pings start to come down. Restart for 1, grab an Arven here. Again, not being familiar with the archetype, I just lean the fresh 7, but maybe you value establishing another Fubo.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to get the Zora back into play here. So we've already given up knocking it out. So next best thing seems to be to get some of these Zoroarks closer to being KO'd. There's definitely a bit of a cost in attaching to the Monkey Dory when your Zoroarks aren't set up yet.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how this play will turn out. I'm just a little hesitant to leave an energy on a Zora. Cards on here from the opponent. Think about their options here. Could see a Reshiram come down, could see another Monkey Dory. Up here you see the Reshiram.
Yeah, the Reshiram definitely makes more sense. I mean, you're at an energy deficit.
Here comes trades. Yep, not Toad Scrolls matchup. Okay, it does seem like this could be a matchup where the Devo is strong, where rather than trying to work your way through all 280 HP of these Zoroarks, just getting enough damage out onto the field that you can just clean up all those lines in one attack. But the Monkey Dories do really complicate that issue.
And we only do have 2 Valiants. That's a maximum of 40 damage that we're putting on the board per turn. And these Aurors is 70 HP. That's a lot of pings for us to get to 70 HP threshold that we need.
Right. I think the if you were going to go for this play, you would be trying to use the Twin Shodels attack on the crown to try and spread more damage through that way. But committing the 2 energy to the Valiant here really indicates wanting to kind of go through the Zoroark the old-fashioned way. Yeah, but now we see the nest ball for the second Monkey Dory here. This list is not on Energy Switch, so not going to get another Adrenabrain here, but probably just establishing it just to have as an option, because I'm almost certain this Monkey Dory is going down.
Yeah, 2 pings will do it.
And we have a switch and a retreat here. We just find 1 energy off of this research or the Cyano or the surprise card. Then we're going to see a Laser Blade. Feels a little weak as an attack name, I'm not going to lie. I mean, like, yeah, Iron Valiant does have a Laser Blade.
I mean, I played a Valiant deck, and if you threaten me in some form and ask me to name what Valiant's attack was called, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
We do find the energy here. Because you only have 2 Valiants. We are seeing the jet here. All right, going back into the peak acceleration. I mean, I do love a good, oh, okay, I'll just put up this Reshiram that I don't care about, and then you can knock that out. And you're like, no, I insist. You can keep your Reshiram.
Going for to power up the other Valiant, I wonder if either Russ has just ruled out the Twin Shuttles, or maybe has not considered them.
Yeah, I mean, with the Iron Crowns, the Laser Blade does do 240 damage. So then with your 2 Valiant pings, then you just get to one-shot a Zoroark. So sure, that does seem pretty good.
And it's less instantly thwarted by Monkey Dory. You can ping the Zoroark twice and swing on it on the same turn.
Yeah, and notably for the matchup, the Iron Crowns are weak to darkness, but the Iron Valiants are not. So that could be another consideration when going into this matchup, where you just don't want to expose your Iron Crowns to just raw dying to a Virtuous Flame copied off of Night Joker.
True.
We are going to see an Ends PP up here to charge up the Zoroark. Yeah, Counter Catcher here. Going to be able to take this out with another Adrenabrain onto the Valiant. But you do still see Valiant on the bench being charged up. But it will be tough to respond to this. You're going to have to find another Valiant. I don't know how many are still in the deck if you can find off this Nest Ball. But I think if you can find another Valiant, I think you can take out this.
Oh, there's a Night Stretcher.
Oh, hey, well, that's that. Yeah, 3 Valiants in the discard. So you had to find that Night Stretcher there. So very, very fortunate top deck. Although between Research and Iono, you probably had a good shot of seeing at least one of the 2. Yeah, we're going to see the retreat here. We're going to see a switch into the Valiant. Another ping. Then 3 energy laser blade.
I know for good measure.
Yeah, I mean, want to thin down that hand if possible. The Zoroark player is only on 1 ends PP up, so it's not looking like they're going to have an easy or even possible Night Joker next turn. It did seem like they only got 1 energy into play off of that ends PP up last turn, and they committed their manual attached to the Monkey Dory so that they could take that knockout on the Valiant, and it doesn't seem like it's really set them up well for this next turn.
Well, ends PP up only gets 1 energy to begin with.
I don't know why I thought it was like a glass trumpet effect. Would have been busted.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, no energy switch here means that Valiant's going to get another turn. Yeah, and because this list is running the Toadstool line, you don't have room for the Yveltal to retreat lock. So you don't even have the potential of, boss Mew and then retreat lock to buy some time.
Notably, the only gust that Russ is running was that Prime Catcher that we saw. So Zoroark may have bought some time here just out of virtue of Russ is going to have to get through this Reshiram. And we don't have enough Valiants on board to deal with it in a way that doesn't involve us swinging into it.
Right, but especially the Adrenaline Brain hasn't even gone off yet. But I mean, here you can just go back into the Miraidon.
Yeah.
Like, that is the nice thing about the Miraidon, is the Miraidon can just delete this Reshiram.
Yeah, how much energy do we have left in deck? There's 2 Psychics in hand. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean,
I don't think you really care about the energy. You just care about KOing this Reshiram and putting yourself back on even prize cards.
Sure. Yeah, I think Russ was wondering the same thing. Am I going to get any acceleration out of this peak acceleration? I think the answer is going to be no. Yeah, that's all 8 of them purple eyes accounted for.
This is a 4 Wondrous Patch list, so you can Arden for Wondrous Patch. Because no way to actually put energy back into the deck either. So I think the scariest thing here is if this Valiant that is charged up gets knocked out on the following turn. But between 2 countercatchers and 2 boss, we've definitely seen at least 1 boss and 2 countercatchers go down. So there's only 1 gust for Zoroark left. At least. Or I guess at most, there's only 1 left. Spreading out the damage here makes a lot of sense. Let's switch back into the Miraidon. Wondrous Patch and energy. And now with the Wondrous Patch, you have 2 Valiants that are just 1 energy away from being able to attack. And so now Zoroark is in the spot where they need to attack with a 2 prizer to take out something like a Valiant. Or I guess anything at all. I don't think they have an option that can take out this Miraidon even. So they need to use a 2-prizer, but
Take that or one
they
prizer.
can't answer both out. Yeah, it's either take out the 1-prizer, which is terrible for you, or they can only take out one of the threats that is going to, finish the game essentially. Because even if you gust a Valiant here, well, I guess then, so maybe that Night Stretcher commitment was premature for the bundle.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have a way to get back a Valiant if there is a Valiant that gets KO'd this turn. And they can Adrenabrain off
onto the damaged.
Onto the damage.
Yeah,
I don't know. It may have been premature to use that Night Stretcher for the Iron Bundle.
Yeah, I would have waited. Yep.
Yeah, moving off the damage there. If we found the boss off the flip the script, we still have trades left to use too. Seeing the gust here. Oh, yeah, looking for the gust. There's a second energy.
Still have one trade left, I think. Oh,
there's the
boss.
gust.
Right.
Oh, go for the Iron Crown.
Ooh, I don't know about this.
This does also lower the damage that Laser Blade does. So this is effectively removing.
But have we seen the third crown?
I don't know. I'll have to see.
I feel like taking out the Valiant guaranteed has got to be, because that was the second Night Stretcher.
Implying these people look at the deck list before making gameplay decisions.
Nestball.
$20 here. Jet.
Oh wait,
no, there's the Fubo. That's the other 20 boost.
Yeah, we just have KO on board.
So I think he had it locked up either way. Because if you gust the damaged Valiant, then you still just need the one Tachyon bits. The one, because then you have 3 boosts to put the Laser Blade to 260.
All right, let's go ahead and go back to the casting desk. I forgot to change the scene because I'm like that. And we're currently just waiting on one match, and this round will be done.
That was a cool game to watch. It was cool to see.
See something you wouldn't see most rounds.
No.
All right, let's see what decks are doing well right now. Crabs 2-0. Gardevoir Jellicent. It's up there. Hydrapple. Regular Gardevoir, a couple Dragapults. We do have the Kangaskhan Bouffalant coming at 2-0. Terrorbox 2-0. Hydreigon. How do you say it?
It's Hydreigon.
I say Hydreigon.
Which is wrong.
I always want to say hydrated, but
it's a German pun. It's Dino, Twilis, Hydreigon. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. But they're currently 2-0. We got Terrorbox at 2-0, a couple Goldingos at 2-0. Obviously, Russell here with the Iron Valiant at 2-0. A Manectric Electric. Or E-Electric at 1-1. Okay. Cynthia's Garchomp 1-1. Rocket's Mewtwo 1-1. Watch out.
Watch out.
It's on a comeback. So we are waiting out Frostlass Monkey Dory versus Dragapult Duskthorn. I actually think they are streaming their game.
Oh.
They are at table 5. Let's Let's see how far the game is. Oh, it's right there. I'm gonna jump it over as also Hockey Dude. Thank you for the tier 1 sub at 21 months as our lead hockey person, and now Hunky Dude. So please make sure to do all the Elvis poses and everything else. I don't know what makes the dude hunky. I'm horrible at it. I'm a very nerdy guy, but we'll see how this game ends.
It's like we're retreat locking Aladios. Let's see if this Dragapult player still has their Turo available. If they do, they have a chance. Although no cloaks in play, so no real dig towards it. Oh, but you also have the monkey established. Oh, but the monkey can just move stuff right back. Oh man, this is not looking good for Dragapult. It comes down entirely to whether they have the Turo still available. If they're even playing Turo.
What
have a nice treasure here.
For? Was that
a Dusk?
What was that?
Dusknoir?
Oh, that's it.
Yep. All right. Well, that's another way to do it too.
Lock me all you
Turo.
wish. I don't care.
Go, my Curse Blast.
So Curse, we're just going to hang out here because that was the last match. So we can get this, we'll end this round and then we'll jump to another game directly. So round 3 is up. That's what I like about these smaller tournaments. They just move.
They just move.
All right, so who do we have that's streaming that we haven't had on yet? We have a Zorda as a possibility. We just had Ross. We did have Lucas earlier, but we did not watch their full game. We can also reach out to someone like we do have Callie can reach out to. That's Terrabox versus Goldango. That one goes weirdly, but I can reach out. Is that the Hydreigon? Hi. Hello, hello, dinosaur. Unless I'm not a dinosaur. I'm like, you're a dinosaur now. It's actually a Tatsugiri version.
EX?
Yeah, where you're trying to bring it onto the bench from the other way.
Oh, Cinnabar lure action.
Yeah. I will see who Zorta is. I'm trying to find out who they are. Because that is a possibility. It's a name I've never seen before. And I'm like, okay, who is it? Find out. They're in chat. Tell me who you are. Find people. Did not give me their Discord. Oh, Kelly said yes. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Just gotta find their table. Table 6. Right, there's the dingo, and once the game gets going, we'll get it up for everyone else. I should actually have it open, would help. All right. Coin flip, give me 1 second, I'm almost there. Right. And here we go.
This Goldango list on 3 Goldangos. Looking to make a little bit more deck space for some of the more consistency or like techie cards. Yeah, looking more like techie cards. You got Premium Power Pro in this list. A card that I've really loved in Goldango, but just haven't always had the room for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say going down on Goldengo is definitely a hit in consistency, but it is becoming a more popular choice. But there's a big difference between prizing a Goldengo and then having two Goldengos versus the four that you know are basically Iono proof at that point.
Yeah, and Callie also electing to go first here. Denying Terrabox the going first that they prefer to have. It's always an interesting choice trying to figure out how much are you able to function when you are going on your own, like, but when you have the option to choose first or second, do you want to deny your opponent the option that they want, which is usually pretty easy when you both want to tap the same option, but do you want to take a dispreferred option to deny your opponent their preferred option? And like in this case, where Terrabox will always want to go first. All right, just doing some price checking here. Yeah, this is not the starting hand you really want to see for Goldango. Not, and this is not a hand that going second really would have solved anything. That boss is not doing a lot at all. But you would have at least gotten to minor errand run for a couple more energies.
Yeah, pulling energies out for okay. Well,
Oh, hey!
we're saved.
The mouse cursor, like yay!
Okay. Already
okay.
looking significantly better.
Oh wow, this is a great hand. Because now you can Arven for Nastball to get Genesect to get a Goldango, a Poffin to put more Gimme Ghouls into play, Air Balloon, Soul Rock in hand. Well, Air Balloon not in hand, but you can get Air Balloon to take out a Hoot Hoot here. That Hail Mary Iono did find our Terrabox player a Fan Rotom. Gonna get a couple Noctowls and a Ditto here. Oh, a third Hoot Hoot. Got a lot of birds flying around. Cito has to get some sort of Terra Pokemon once he gets to the active.
Yeah, we're definitely hoping to transform at this point. Is there a world in which this game is over? Oh, another Hoot Hoot. No, that's
wow, 4 Hoot Hoots. Flock up.
Okay, well, now that we've we've already entered, so it can't correspond anyway.
Yeah, no, there's no knockout happening this turn. Is anything that could attack off of a Sparkling Crystal from hand? Wow, Pikachu. Not what you want to see if you're the Goldango player here. This thing is a pain for Goldango to deal with.
Oh no, Goldango has something to deal with.
Goldango has a lot of things to deal with. There's Crustles and Ethan's Typhlosions and Alakazams and
Crippling
Pikachu
Depression.
EXs. Yes! Inflation, the state of the US economy.
Especially for a money-based Pokemon, that's really important, actually.
I know, it's like... Do you think Goldango gets cost of living adjustments? All right, Secret Box here off the top. Great top deck. Gonna see what we're looking to get here. Wait, where are the air balloons?
I love discarding 4 cards to get 2 cards.
Where are the air balloons? Oh no. Okay, well, not great. So, yeah, because, it was looking like, it's just Soul Rock Punch this Pikachu was going to be a pretty good line. But, are we just going to minor errand run?
And we discarded a medal to the Secret Box. How many medal do we have left? 1, maybe 2?
1.
So are we on the
632. Yeah, you are on the Mawile with 3 metal energy. That's tough.
Mawile with 3 metal. Ooh.
Yeah, because you're right into Levincia, so you kind of eat at some of your own numbers to make sure that those lightnings count. All right. Well, we have air balloon at home.
And another metal goes down.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So we are going to see the cosmic beam here. Break that resolute heart. And we know there's at least 2 Noctowls in hand for the Terrorbox opponent here. Area 0 coming down. Plenty of bench space now. The coop was getting a little crowded, so... I mean, can we see... I wonder if we're going to be able to take out both the Gimme Ghouls here off of a torrential pump. But you need like Nestball, Crispin. Oh, but you need Gust too.
Yeah, there's no, you need Sparkling Crystal, you need Prime Catcher, you know.
Yeah, I love when my Terra Box opponent Jewel Seeks for Sparkling Crystal Prime Catcher. I mean, I know using Jewel Seeker feels like cheating, but come on. I got Earthen Vessel and Nest Ball here. Pulling up the Water Pawn. I mean, I honestly don't hate a Sob angle here. You know, the Turo is down. I think it's usually on 2. This list is on 2. But just, you know, lock the Soul Rock and then attach.
Even if they do Turo the Soul Rock, you're okay with that because it means they have no Turo left.
Yeah. Right, second Jewel Seeker coming out here. They have not committed that Earthen Vessel. Right, committing Crispin as a supporter here. We're gonna have to see where we're going with this. Oh, just Crystal in hand. Oh, sorry, I think they got off the Jewel Seeker.
Yep.
Okay, you restart here. Not bad.
2 cards, please.
Are you just gonna saw you pump here?
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a sub.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way you pump here.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's just too many resources just put into nothing.
Yeah, and I don't even know how much I like, you know, giving all the resources to the Water Pawn already, especially if it was just a Sob angle this turn. But I mean, with no evolution, I mean, we can definitely threaten the double KO on the Gimme Ghouls now.
All right, you need to find a Jewel Seeker or a boss the old-fashioned way. Oh, here's Ultra Ball. Discarding E-Switch and Earthen Vessel.
That'll do it.
Just probably going to find Gust and honestly just Crispin. I like Gust Crispin here. We're going to get a nice stretcher.
What are you stretching for?
I'm not sure. Maybe. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what you get the stretcher for. I think Boss Crispin's just pretty clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the other two Crispin are prized, but I'm not sure what Night Stretcher does that.
But it would be a pretty big tell, because yeah, what are you stretching for? Oh, there's Arwen.
Yeah. Last turn, you may have needed to commit another Gimme Ghoul to the board. I mean, Boss Hoot Hoot here is really strong.
Yeah, I like Boss Hoot. I like Boss Hoot all day. Ooh. Well,
Especially knowing that your opponent didn't get the Crispin.
right. So, and we know they didn't have it because they restarted. I mean, it's possible they have one in hand now. I think I think taking Garant
Going for a Nest Ball here, no tool, just going for Poffin for one Gimme Ghoul.
yeah, this feels so not impactful.
Yeah, I would like to see the Hoot Hoot go down here. Just try and cut off Terrabox's options.
Yeah, you already had a Nest Ball in hand. Are we out of Gimme Ghouls? Is that what the problem is?
No, there is a Gimme Ghoul in deck. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, are we trying to boss now?
Fortunately, that's not how the rules of the card game work.
So we just got a Super Rod that we're not playing, huh?
Retreat? Note to see. Nope, just Cosmic Beam for 70. All right, let's see if Terrabox can close it out here.
If Knockout goes down.
Another Torrential Pump's going to be really tough to overcome. No immediate action here.
I mean, decent chance the last Knockout is prized, mathematically speaking, but if so, like, what's your best option? Swing with Fan Rotom? Yeah, that might be where we are. Do we have Gust? Nope.
All right, well, it seems like might. Ooh. All right, we have a Goldango in play. We have our namesake card in play. That's a good start.
All right.
Super Rod, some gimmies. Coin bonus, looking for more. Okay, there's a Lunar Cycle. Getting 3 more deep. Okay.
No, there's a metal. Getting somewhere.
Yeah, let's see if Callie's gonna boss here.
Yeah. Yeah, your golden goes up now.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Let's get rid of the Hoot Hoot.
All right, here we got the Cosmic Beam taking out the Hoot Hoot here. No Jewel Seeker or Terrabox here. Second Lunatone off the prize cards. Not the one you really wanted to take. I mean, Air Balloon would actually probably be the best prize card to take right now. The Nest for Fez here. Could open the way for a Crispin. This is really what you kind of need to get an attack off. A meaningful attack off. Although, Fan Rotom to take out Solrock's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I think you're content with the Fan Rotom KO.
Yeah, because that does turn off the Lunatone draw.
The manual attach on the Pika.
Yep.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah. Yeah, and with no air balloon off the prizes, things are
Doesn't get
gonna be
me.
cool. The Skull Tango is just going to be really, really tough to move in a way that matters. All right. But with Superior Energy Retrieval and the Gust here, going to be able to neutralize this Pikachu threat before it gets its Topaz Bolt off. And this kind of just sets back Terrabox to square one. You know, they've been slow charging this Pikachu.
We definitely have a game now.
Yep, and that shouldn't be Area Zero triggering. Okay, good. I was like, why did Area Zero just show up? I was like, that should not be there. Still a Terra Pokemon in play. All right, flip the script coming out here. What options does Terrabox have here? I don't think there's anything that they can immediately set up to get a knockout.
Certainly not in the Golden Go.
No. Just going to see a torrential pump and then try and finish off something later. Okay, Nitro Hoot Hoot. That's nice. We've seen a few gusts go down already for Goldango. Could be difficult to disrupt this Hoot Hoot here. But also, this is your only Terra Pokemon in play.
I mean, what? You have 3 easy discards there, 3 Noctowls.
Right, but you'll need to be able to find another Terra Pokemon to replace it. Yeah, this should lead to a win for Terrabox. Because you can Turo this Goldango. Actually, oh man, that would be such a crazy play. If you had Solrock, you could Turo the Goldango and then 70 damage, knock out the Water Pond, and have a single prize board. But between... Yeah.
Yeah, not looking possible. No, playing that Arvin. I mean, taking out the Water Pond definitely asks questions. Because the Fan Rotom won't finish the job. They'll get close, but we do have that Turo.
Yeah, I mean, if you do have the second Solrock, so I mean, this can still be a line. You just leave the Goldango on the bench, and then just hope they don't have their second boss.
Yeah. You have 11 cards in hand.
What's up, everyone coming in from Cashman's 27 stream? I'm Senior Doom, professional illustrator, tournament organizer, and a person who's coughed multiple times off mic. Joining us tonight is Cordy and Brooke, who are currently casting Kelly and Matt's game. I'll hand it back to them.
Thank you, Doom. Does look like that's going to be the line Kelly goes with. Taking out the Terra Pokemon does mean we're going to see some discards. Almost certainly going to be those Noctowls.
Yeah.
Which can be problematic. How many Night Stretchers are we on? Two. One's in the discard. So the other stretcher could see a bird, could see a Terra Pokemon.
Oh, Kelly's thinking of passing here?
Hmm.
I mean, what's the punish if you pass?
Yeah, I can't boss and Crispin in the same turn. We know that. We are punished by boss E-switch.
Yeah. Bossy switch.
Bossy
And
switch
attach. And
Right,
manual
right.
attach.
Bossy switch attach. But leaving the Terra Pokemon in play, we've got 12 cards in hand. Noctowl is live, but we're not seeing it yet. Could be priced. Oh, never mind. All right. I think this should just be game here. Because we get Bossy Switch, or hopefully we have at least one of the 3 pieces, and then we use Jewel Seeker to get the other 2 pieces, which should be some combination of Bossy Switch, Stretcher, or Vessel. Which the Vessel was used, I do believe.
Yeah, Vessel is discarded.
Yeah,
Crispin
there's
E-switch.
Crispin E-switch. Ooh. Maybe we don't have it?
Yeah, maybe the second boss is priced.
Or it's just
There's-
already in hand?
Manual attach. Turo.
Hero. Ooh.
Are we just going to see Sob?
That feels weak.
Yeah, because this opens up. No, they're all going for the pump. That doesn't knock out the Soul Rock. I guess it does put you down to 1 prize, so now you don't have the Turo the Goldango line.
Right. You can just boss with Fanrotom. Well, I mean, so you got a Turo with the Soul Rock. That feels so bad.
I mean, it is an option. With this air balloon on the Goldango. I mean, what if you just boss the Hoot again? I mean, they just Turo'd a Noctowl to get a Hoot again, like...
Right.
I love when games get like this. Right, scan through the deck, look through the options. Lots of items still. I think they might be out of Crispins. I guess they had the Crispin in hand. They have the Crispin in hand. But they got
Yeah.
Because they didn't play it last turn. They didn't play it last turn. Yeah, there's 2
Right.
Crispin in discard, 1 Crispin in hand. All right, we're going to see a Lunar Cycle here after the Earthen Vessel. There are lots of Fighting Gongs that are completely dead now. It's going to be superior energy fodder. Coin bonus for 1.
Another
4
gong.
Fighting Gong! Got a veritable percussion section in hand here.
4 Fighting Gong. 3 superior energy retrievals.
2 dead hands.
That's rough because I feel like you got a Turo the Soul Rock.
I feel like you want to play all 3 of your supporter systems.
I know. But we're gonna have to make a
Running low in
decision.
time here. Going for the Arvin.
Arvin for that small. That's literally your only choice.
This is...
And then you just, I don't know. Hopefully they don't have boss. Because even
I feel like they would have at least revealed boss at some point. If it was... I mean, they also did just take another prize. Right. Are we going to see... Retreat?
I mean,
there's no energy on the fan rotom anymore. E-switch.
You can't.
They just have Crispin.
You can't leave.
That just dies to Soul Rock.
Active. It dies to Sob.
Right. It just feels like every line is just 1 piece short. Looking over all the options here, what resources have been used.
I mean, Ellie, you play the picnic basket to put it on Sob range? You have the Golden Go.
And then gonna make it rain to knock out. And then they have to have boss.
I mean,
Or is this going to be no attack, nothing? Okay.
I would like to see the picnic basket used because boss. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Boss sub. That's it.
Oh, man, what a wild game!
You know what could have stopped that right there? Picnic basket.
I just wanted to hear the
Man.
words picnic basket.
Well, there you go. I'll say picnic basket all day.
All right.
Man,
so,
what a wild game! It would have been so cool to see that Turo Soul Rock line come through, but just couldn't quite get there.
all right, we are just waiting on one matchup. Let's see what that last matchup is. It is Gardevoir versus Armor Rouge Box. Not too much going on there. I'm just going to share the screen here. So we don't have to go back to New York or whatever they say in sports games. I have no idea. Well, I do. I just never pay attention when they're like, we're going to send it off to New York for a second. I go back to the Seahawks game or the Mariners game or what other Seattle sports team I'm watching. Here's our top players right now. Currently, AOL, Rio, Dragapult Dusknoir. We got MDG 459 coming in with the Crustle at 3-0. Snorlax player 2000 3-0 with the Dragapult Dusknoir. That seems like that's a contradiction in itself.
That's not Snorlax.
Cat Matt McGrath. Oh man, okay, this is gonna make me old and everything. Does anyone remember the Wild West movie with Will Smith?
Will Smith, yes, and Kenneth
Yes.
Branagh, absolutely.
Yes,
I'm a millennial too.
Yeah, actually, I introduced my kids to that one like over the summer. But I see Cat Matt McGrath. Like all I can think of was Bloodbath McGrath.
Yeah.
I'm like, and oh my god, that weird ear he had and stuff. I mean, it could have been a cool steampunk movie. Could have, but
Whatever. I don't know. As a kid, I had fun with it.
yeah. And you know what? Watching it now, if you go into it thinking it's just like dumb fun, it works fine. Plus, I had a catchy song, so
Absolutely.
I've heard the song. I haven't seen the movie.
It was a little before your time.
I think it's Will Smith. If you ever heard a Will Smith song, it's a Will Smith song. It's just got the words "Wild Wild West" in it like 72 times.
Sung the most Will Smith way imaginable.
Yes. But going on, then we have Cyrilligigan. Oh my god, this one I can't even say.
Cerulogician.
Cyrilligian. It's an illusion, Michael. And there's the last match. Let's go ahead and get this next one going. I think when we were in Vegas, we made that joke at least 40 times. It's ghost. It's watched by a magic show. It's an illusion, Michael. Which I won't lie, I was disappointed I didn't get to go see a magic show.
Mm.
Oh, I wanted to see Puff, not Puff the Magic Dragon, Piff the Magic Dragon, but he wasn't performing that weekend because nobody was because of the stupid races the next weekend that my company was sponsoring.
Mm.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump to table one and see what Zorda's playing. Oh, wait. No, sir. Someone redeemed. Will, tell me where you're at or what name you're under, and then we will jump to you. I forgot. Someone did redeem, put my game on stream. I am table 4. Wait, that was you? That was Russ? Oh, you mean...
Oh, table 4 in the tournament.
A tournament table 4.
Yeah. Don't tell me what Discord table you're at. VC on the tournament Discord. I'm sorry. I always forget because I call them tables in here because it makes sense, right? It's like, hey, I'm at table 1, whatever.
Maybe rename to like stream table or Stream Zone or
I used to give them weird names like different players memorial table and stuff.
I was gonna say that would be a really good idea.
Get some sponsorships going.
Name them after various Seahawks or what have you.
Well, it was various players who played like champions and stuff. Like if I do from this season, there'd be the Cal Connor. Table 2 would be the Cal Connor back-to-back winner because he was the first person to win back-to-back like in 2 years.
Oh, okay.
And he was going for the three-peat, which has only ever happened once. All right, let me make sure. I will just talk to him through chat. Easier because like I see the name, I just trying to make sure what table. Because I will honor this redemption. This isn't like Heat Miser doing it and then dropping from the tournament. This would be Goldingo versus Guardy Jelly. Okay, they need me in the Discord. Okay. Walk him through if there's that. Because we're on delay. There's not much I can do with delay. One of the things, because as a community ambassador, I can have like that I can talk towards TPCI and some things, and they can ignore me too. No, okay, they don't ignore us, but like this is a little bit more like one of the big things is like we talk about ice and the bugs and other things, and when we talk about things like if you ever see like hey Pokeyami, because everyone always goes like Pokeyami. I think they're on table 2, so let's jump there real quick. Or Azul, can you talk about do this thing for the ambassador program? I'm part of that program, so you can always tag me too. About like having a spectator mode on this, where like I could just be friends with someone and I can watch their game.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to see a spectator mode.
They just
VG is a spectator mode.
Yeah. The big difference though is VG doesn't have to update its big part of its code base every new set.
True.
I will at least give them that.
They do have stability going for them.
Kevin, thank you for the follow. Let me find out. I'm just going to go into their other thing. Let's go to table 1 real quick. If they jump back, cool. If not, let's see, diametric. Let's just get this game on so we can get a game on, and I will figure out everything else out based off this, which is Zard, Pidgeot Zard versus Dragapult. So I mean that should narrow it down by like 30 games. So all right, I'll leave it to you too.
All right, we see a Zard taking a knockout on a Dracloak here. 2 Dusclops set up for the Dragapult here. Dracloak coming down. The Psyduck in play. Gonna put a Thorn in the side of Dusknoir's plans here.
Yeah, definitely don't love seeing that duck when you've dedicated 3 40% of your bench to blowing up.
Yep. Dragapult coming out here, and a Lilies for 8.
Pretty good.
Do enjoy seeing it. Ultra Balls card Dracloak and Hilda. Hawlucha gonna try and take out the Psyduck here, it looks like.
Yeah, there's no misenergy on that deck. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's tough trying to sequence these Hawlucha plays. It's evidenced by the dark energy in the hand of this Charizard player. They're probably playing Monkey Dory. And so if you just Phantom Dive 6 damage onto the Psyduck and then just say, well, I'll take care of it later with the Hawlucha, well, then the Monkey Dory can rain on your parade. But if... Oh, it looks like a little... yeah, oops. Forgot about the misenergy there on the Charmander, unfortunately.
Whoopsie. Well,
Yeah.
That's potentially very heavily punished. Especially since we do have Artisan in hand to go grab that Monkey Dory, which this deck definitely does play.
Yep, unless we are on... Unless it's priced. It could be priced.
Unless it's priced.
It's not priced. It's not priced. There was a full art monkey. That Monkey Dory spotted. Interesting to quick search for this rather than play the Artisan. I'm guessing they might want to just try and save their stadium bumps as much as possible. Although it looks like they're putting it away. Thinking here, what are we going to get off this quick search ability? Boss is classic. Solid. Timeless. We're getting like 3 more years of Boss's orders. However long. Alright, here we go. Artisan for the Monkey Dory. Gonna see this attach here. Boss up the Dracloak, just trying to thin out these Dragapult lines as much as you can. The nice thing here about getting the 40 on the Psyduck is, even with the Adrenaline Brain here, you can still knock it out with the next Phantom Dive. So this Phantom Dive can be for a clean 3 prizes. It's really going to be up to Zard to get a Candy and a Charizard.
Yeah.
Right, there's the Monkey Dory, but there's no... Wait, Jamming Tower coming down. That's good.
That's
Counter Capture.
Up the side dock.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe go for the Charmander.
Yeah, I would have liked taking out the Charmander here.
Because that Zard is, I mean, this deck does play a Turo, but...
Again? Okay, but I feel like it... Okay.
What?
Okay.
I'm
not sure what's going on here.
Intentionally burning damage counters?
But there's no point in intentionally burning damage counters when you have already...
The Zard is 2 damage is sitting on it.
You're not like denying that Monkey Dory fodder, because they already have Monkey Dory fodder. I mean, I can imagine not wanting to take a prize card, but I would have liked to see some damage committed to the Charizard here, so that an Adrenaline Brain can't save it from a Curse Blast on the following turn.
Right.
Yeah, Super Rod. No tool card. Considering the Unfair Stamp. Looks like we might be going for it.
Yeah, there's no just
Okay, no, go for the Super Rod. But no way to guarantee getting back the Psyduck into play here. Gonna have to try and draw into it off of Fez? Oh no, because you have quick search. You have quick search. I thought that was quick choice. That was an Arvin.
Yeah. I mean, if you put Fez into play, guess what? You don't have room for anymore.
Yeah. You have to get the Psyduck here. Okay. Adrenal Brain here. 30 off of Pidgey. Yeah, I mean, I guess just Dragapult's a fine enough choice. 210 on the Pult.
I'll imagine if we had just taken out the Charmander last turn, put the damage counters on the Zard.
Right, Turo picking up a Lucha. I don't see how this. Yeah, because I mean, next turn you can just establish another Charmander, another Charizard. Right, we're taking 3 prizes here, and it's just going to be.
We just hoping the ghosts are going to be enough.
I suppose. Unfair stamp off the top. Fez hitting the bench. See Candy off the Arvin. There has to be another Charizard in deck. You only need 1 Fire Energy. Yep, there's Charizard there.
I mean, yeah, I guess Arvin was a guaranteed for Candy, which meant you had to get Zard at that point.
Right, and there's really, once this Pult goes down, there's no way for, I mean, I guess Blood Moon, Fez. Blood Moon Fez is real. You're going down to 1 prize card here, but your opponent has no draw in play. They have no Lati, so they need to find an energy to retreat, or Lati. Yeah, I think you need a counter catcher or boss Fez with Blood Moon for game here, which is really tough to do after Unfair Stamp. Okay, Lilies for 6. Still 30 card deck off that Lilies. Lati.
There's Lati.
There's Nestball.
There's Nestball.
Oh my god, is this a counter? Oh, Fez!
Fez!
Okay. Well, okay.
Now what?
Well, I'll just put my Blood Moon down as my 6th bench Pokemon. Yeah.
Barely 0 underdepths.
Man, I thought the
There's no
once the Nestball came down, I was like, oh my goodness gracious.
It's happening.
Yeah. It's not happening.
It's not happening.
Happening is canceled. Has been canceled. Yeah, I wonder if the Zard player there could have gotten away without benching the Fez, just because that does provide a win condition for Pult here,
Right.
where their board is already so just anemic. But then, like, just yeah, because I don't even remember if because the Fez didn't even get into like cards for like the Charizard. You could have just gotten the Charizard and then just played the Unfair Stamp and just say good luck. I don't know how you take 2 prizes without using a Curse Blast.
All right, want to join me join me at table 8?
All right.
That's where this is at. This is Terrabox versus Crustle.
Oh. We got the 3 energies on the Mew. Yeah, Mew's got some pretty fine scissors, I've heard.
What does that mean?
Well, because the Crustle attack, it's superb scissors. So Mew's copying the scissors. Mew's got some fine scissors. Like a crab.
You can just boo if you want to. Boo.
Right, let's see what Terrabox can pull up here. Luxcape, surprisingly annoying to deal with.
That's surprising to me.
Yeah, it's just annoying to deal with. I think it's actually just a regular amount of annoying.
it's exactly the amount of annoying you'd expect.
Ban Rotom, but you don't even want to put the damage into play. Because then, it looks like they may want to put the damage into play.
Looks like
then Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory could just KO this Mew.
Yeah.
That Mew's on death's door.
Pop that bubble, baby.
Is there anything that this Terrabox has that can do anything against this?
An embarrassment of riches here. There goes that Mew. Fan Rotom's about to go down.
That's such a. I was like, you can maybe get some like Iron Bundle refrigerated stream action.
Uh.
But then it has Mist Energy.
Yeah.
Energy turns off the refrigerated stream effect. Well, my 1% line is actually a 0% line.
You've got a coolant link in that route. Could always triple stab. Speedwing.
Wing attack. Speedwing.
Speedwing. You know how many times I declared Speedwing and Palkia Terravgos?
More than you ever should have.
Enough to screenshot my opponents saying, "Wait, don't do that," on several occasions.
All right, Mew's back.
Mewtwo. Wait.
So this Terrabox deck is on a full playset of Crispin. So maybe there's a world where you can get enough Crispins to get.
We're gonna try saw blocking the Psyduck, maybe?
So we just get to Monkey Dory that 20 back every turn.
It's not great.
Sparkle Crystal attached, committed. There's the Brian Bundle. Does the Crustle play a way to break this? I don't see a way to break. I mean, it would be a Mist Energy. You have to attach a Mist Energy to the Monkey Dory. There is a Crispin. Going on to the Mew here. All right, got Sop coming out. Monkey Dory locked into place. Mist Energy immediately on that monkey. Yep, gonna start chipping away at that Mew. Horse's Tenacity. Oh my gosh, Jet Energy too. It's another way to break the lock.
Just in case mist wasn't enough.
Yep.
Don't get any funny ideas about the Psyduck.
It's not like Terrorbox runs that many gusts in the first place. Yep. This list has bundle, 2 boss, and a night stretcher for bundle. That's it.
More gust than I'm used to.
All right. That's a Crustle dub. GG.
Of course, it takes a dub.
A crab.
All right, let's go ahead and go back to the casting desk. And let's actually take a look at the standings. It's been a while. I remember the last time I refreshed the page. As we're waiting for 3 matches.
The field is narrowing.
Very much.
Got Poltmore, Terrorbox, Goldango.
And then we know
Crustle just won.
that should be at 4-0 here in a second. And then we're just waiting on 2 matches.
Yep, bunch of Guardies right there at 3-1.
Our Iron Valiant player is currently at 3-1.
Yep.
Russell not far behind, doing his best to blend in.
Our player from we were not able to get on last round. If they're still William, if you're still around, still would like to get you on. Did lose to Goldango Solrock, or Lunatone, however you want to put it. It's just not that often that happens to Gardevoir Jellicent, but it can just go fast and you can just not set up.
Yeah. Just too much pressure from the Solrocks, just hammering, especially if they get the Vitality Band onto their Solrock to start taking out Frillishes.
That's why they play it.
Okay, cool. He says he's at table 7, so we'll go ahead and we will go there after this. Once this round finishes, we'll jump there and we'll get your game on so I can honor the redemption for once. So that's where we'll go after this, but let's just stay here so we can look at everything and we'll see who William plays once that comes up here in a moment, which the last 2 games are... Hey, Rockets Mewtwo.
Huge.
Dragapult Dusknoir.
Can be tough. Could be a tough matchup.
And then Ceruledge Edge versus Sharpedo Toxicity. I recently had an opportunity to open up an entire case of Build and Battle decks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going through it. I'm just opening for the 4-packs, right? Each one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Out of those 10, I got 6 of the Toxicity decks, 3 of the Ceruledge, and then like 1 of the Zacians. And I never got the 4th.
No Lunatone for you.
No Lunatone. I was like, come on.
Wait, what? Phantasmal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lunatone was...
Oh, wait, Lunatone was Mega, right? It was Flygon. Flygon was the 4th.
I didn't get Flygon. It didn't matter. I didn't even know what the 4th one was.
Other fighting guy.
And it was sad. Like I was like, it had to be at least one of each in a box like that, right? Nope.
Yeah, I figured it was... I'll have to pay more attention next time I run a pre-release. I kind of just assumed it was all even.
Doom got a box of building battles. All right, you want to know who gave it to me? TPCI. # gifted.
Hashtag ad.
And actually getting it sounded like it was a mistake. The way they were only supposed to send me 1 building battle.
Oh, oops.
And they sent you a case?
They sent me a case and they let me keep it. I said, okay.
That's nice. It looks like our last matches are wrapped up.
Our last match is done. Let's go ahead and reset here and go from there. I actually thought about using them for like Christmas stuff, like to give them out to friends and stuff. Oh, but there might be a like Illustrator Charizard in there, and I can't do that.
Oh,
There was not.
Shucks.
So you're in about. Do you know Julia Cook?
Sounds familiar.
She's at TPCI, lives in Seattle. Well, if you do ever see her, say hello, please.
I will. Because I run into so many different people from TPCI, and I still can't get a job there.
It was she showed up to our spring cup this year, just like at our little store in Pittsburgh, unannounced, because she was visiting for Mother's Day, and her mother lives in the neighborhood next to where my league's game store is. And I walk in, and store staff's like, "Hey, Cordy, someone from TPCI is here," and I'm like, "Oh my god, am I being audited?"
Scary, right?
Yeah. No, it was for good, delightful reasons.
All right, let's jump to table 7. And it looks like the game is going as we're going to have Gardevoir versus Raging Bolt.
2025.
I know. Weird time. Well, hand it off to you, and I'll be watching.
Alrighty, gonna get set up here. Mulligan from Raging Bolt's side. Yeah, those are Raging Bolt cards.
Monkey Dory's a good start. Yeah, this looks like a very solid hand to me. Devo is not something we care about here.
Not really. This is a Noctowl Raging Bolt list.
Okay. All right.
I got a little Curlia action. All right, Lati off.
First.
Yeah, first is not super great for this hand. We're gonna do a quick price check here. Get a Ralts established. Checking out the prize cards, seeing what's in here. Looks like one Frillish is prized. No energy.
I mean, how much do you actually use a Frillish in this matchup? I mean, I'd almost be tempted to play it kind of like Turbo Charm, trying to 2-2 it as much as possible, especially with the Mew start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you would go into Frillish necessarily. I'm just saying that there is a Frillish prized.
I'm sure it's nice and cozy in the prize cards.
Yeah, the Raging Bolt is not super reliant on items. Be like a Terrabox in that regard. Does look like Raging Bolt here got the turn 1 Fan Rotom. Very nice to see. 2 Hoot Hoots and an Noctowl. Classic Fan Rotom start. I mean, with only one Ralts in play, this does open the possibility of a Gust and KO with Fan Rotom. See the Raging Bolt come down. Can be a little tough to get that much energy in play, but with a Crispin, Grass energy onto Raging Bolt seems like a misclick. And a pass. All right. Maybe just preemptively attaching with the idea of Noctowl for Crispin on the following turn. But 100 HP Curly are going to be a not a sight that this Raging Bolt wants to see. In a follow-up secret box, just going to be able to get another Kirlia into play. I'm not sure. I didn't see if the second Kirlia was prized. But the Evo will at the very least get a Guardian to play this turn.
Yeah, you're definitely okay with this. This guarantees the Guardy. There's not a whole lot that this bolt is currently threatening.
Yep, no Kirlia, but you do get the Guardy here.
Yeah, you're fine with that too. I'm sure you're running Candy. Let me actually get the list up.
All right, back to Raging Bolt here. Drawing for turn, we know they have a knockdown in hand, and we do see Jewel Seeker activating thanks to the Teal Mask Ogre Pawn being in play, satisfying that terror condition. Going to get any two trainer cards that they want. Nestball in an area 0. Getting some setup cards, trying to establish their board a bit better. We'll see what comes off this Nestball, what plan they might have. It does, right now, Gardevoir does not have a lot of energy in the discard pile. We see on stream right now just one Psychic in there, so really not getting any meaningful energy acceleration off of the Psychic Embrace ability. But a Lilies for 8 can quickly change that. Lilies into an Earthen Vessel and an Ultra Ball, and that energy problem's pretty much solved.
That's one thing about the Jelly build is it can be slower in the energy pitching game. You know, you're anticipating on spending several turns Oceanic Glooming. You're only on 2 vessels, so sometimes it is difficult to pivot into a more aggressive strategy if you'd like, which is something in a matchup like this, something you definitely want to be able to do when you've got all these low HP 2 prizers and Clefairy to boot.
We see a second Jewel Seeker coming out here, grabbing a Crispin and an Earthen Vessel. Crispin getting a Fighting Energy into the discard, getting Fighting and Lightning, Earthen Vessel, getting some more cards out into play. See a Teal Dance here. Southern Energy into play and draw a card. Probably going to see this Fighting attachment committed to the Raging Bolt, and I wonder if we'll see a Dragon Headbutt to knock out this Monkey Dory, or if we'll see the Snipe take out the Ralts. I like this. Yeah, I just like taking out the Monkey. Yep, and here we go. Dragon Headbutt, 130 damage. Taking the first prize card here. Gonna have to see how Gardevoir can respond to this.
I'm certainly going to vote that Lily's Determination.
Yep.
Where are we playing the Ultra Ball for?
I was like, that Ultra Ball's scary.
I
Charm.
do not like this Ultra Ball. You can get Fez, I guess, or Screamtail, but ugh.
I mean, I do like. Yeah, this is. All right, Lilies for 8. Countercut, or Earthen Vessel and Ultra Ball. Those are the cards that you want to see. Right, flip the script and grab it.
There we go.
Oh, yep. Now everything's coming together.
Oh yeah. Did we find a candy? Is that something we missed?
I don't think we had candy in hand.
I don't know.
Coming out here. Reviewing the game log here. Trying to see what cards they know are in hand.
So without the Bravery Charm, we can't KO that Mew with Screamtail without a Monkey Dory.
Yeah, and this jelly list is only on the one Bravery Charm, so there is no potential for that to take out another. Yeah, they're just going to take out this Raging Bolt in the active. Take their own prize card. Classic. First prize Lilies.
Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it was definitely a threat on the board at that time. I mean, this deck certainly doesn't play Shaman, so that Raging Bolt was threatening anything that wasn't a high HP EX. Would like to see a Monkey Dory get established next turn, perhaps.
We do have the monkey in hand, but currently no way.
Bravery Charm and the Mew. All of a sudden it's out of range again.
Yeah, currently no way to get a Dark Energy in hand. Gonna have to play this Lilies to see. See if there's any way to find an Earthen Vessel or a Dark Energy, or so just draw some. Ooh, Judge.
Yeah, no, that Bravery Charm puts. I mean, none of these two prizers are going to get knocked out next turn. You can't Screamtail the Ogerpon. You need the Charm for the Latias. Yeah.
Put the script coming out here. I'm gonna have to see what sort of turn this Raging Bolt is trying to build to. The commitment of the Judge really means that your options for attacking are really limited, because your item acceleration, your energy acceleration, comes from your supporters primarily. Sure, you can tilt against here off this Earthen Vessel, but it's not really working towards an attack. The one of E-Switch, you could maybe get a Myriad Leaf Shower going, but then that's for a single prize. That then, if your opponent can establish a Monkey Dory, just means that the Teal Dance just goes right down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fanrotom definitely looking like. Yeah, Fanrotom looking like the better attacker if you do want to get rid of the Screamtail.
Yeah, you never want to put a Teal Dance or a Teal Mask in the active versus Guardy if you can help it.
Yeah, it's just way too fragile. Right, Night Stretcher cycling this Grass Energy here.
You're definitely okay with this. It puts you on even prizes. Fez is on the board. Latier is on the board. I'm sure we're playing a Turo. No, we are not playing a Turo. I'm not playing a Turo. So that Fez and that Latios, those are not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Enough the Raging Bolt is playing a Turo.
So we may not even have to go through the Lati. We just need to go through these two prizers.
All right, Countercatcher coming down here. Bringing up the Ogerpon. Probably just going to see a Lilies here. Ooh. Night Stretcher does get you a monkey.
Diance's big.
Dark Energy.
Diance's big. Because Diancie can knock out these little guys easy.
And then you discard 5 energy to Bellowing Thunder.
But yeah, we're on 5 prizes still. Yeah, I thought I was thinking we were on 4, but no, it's the Raging Bolt that's on 4. Okay, so Diancie not. It's not time yet.
See the Clefairy come down to take down the Sogre.
Yeah, I think Clefairy definitely makes more sense here. You know, punishing the huge bench size, but putting a 2-prizer as opposed to. I mean, you've already got Lati and Fez in play, so I mean, Clefairy's not really changing the math here any. Question is like, how do you get off your odd prizes?
Very carefully. There's second Curlia. All right, we're gonna just have to see what Raging Bolt can muster here. You really have to take a 2-prize turn here. But really, your best way of doing this is going to be getting a Raging Bolt into play. And the problem is right now, there's only one ancient. If you get a Raging Bolt here, there's only one ancient Pokemon available in play. So you can only accelerate 1 energy off of something like Asada's Vitality. It's tough to know exactly how many Fighting and Lightning have been pulled out of the deck, how many are prized, to know whether Crispin would be able to set this up, but the list was only on 2 Crispin, so we've seen at least 1, maybe even the second one coming out. But Sada's Vitality plus a manual attach. Can't take a knockout here on this Clefairy.
Yeah, this Clefairy's got 150 HP remaining.
Yeah, in terms of 2-prize Pokemon, that's not a lot. It is right above the breakpoint for your 7 times tables.
Two energy KO. Like no chance of a Vit ban, huh?
No. All right, here's the Lightning attach off the Sada's Vitality. You'll see the fighting energy here. Energy retrieval. That's gonna get back your fighting right here. Manual attach. And Blood Moon looking very nice here. Prime Catcher has not been used. Should still be a Boss's Orders in deck as well. So it's going to be up to Guardy to find Hand Disruption.
Just notice that this Raging Bolt is playing Sandy Shocks EX.
Yeah.
Mega Kangaskhan EX.
I mean, hey, Sandy Shocks is a great attacker into Mega Kangaskhan.
I know. I just like the Bolt lists of shit. There's so many one-ofs in this deck. It's like, I mean, it's its own Terra box almost at this point.
Yeah, that is the joke. You know, like you have 2 styles of Terra box lists. You have Water Pond and you have Raging Bolt. Guess we have a Charizard now too. All right, Palpad coming out here. What are we Palpadding back into the deck? Maybe a Crispin. Maybe just Vitality. Just Vitality. Just want to say. Oh, actually, this deck is not on Blood Moon.
Yeah, I was wondering.
So that would explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sandy Shocks is kind of the replacement for Blood Moon in these lists. Last Trumpet, wow, going all in on this energy acceleration. Thinning out the hand, trying to insulate from an Iono as much as possible.
We have Sada on an item.
Yep. Right, here is the Bellowing Thunder. Selecting energy discard. I would be surprised if it was a number any less than 3.
I'll also be a little bit surprised if it was a number more than 3.
Okay, Monty Python.
I would bet at 3 energy. I'm the best to ever do it. All right. Leaving plenty of energy in play. All right. Lati up. Countercatcher off the top. Still probably just want to take out the Raging Bolt in the active here. Nice Stretcher, Scream, Tail. Gonna be thinning out the hand a little bit here. Ultra Balling for you. And then Super Rod back in Clefairy. Yep. Makes sense. I'm gonna flip the script here. There's an Iono. Big draw. But you really do need to get that Clefairy back into play.
Not like this, you're not.
Yeah, because now you don't actually have a knockout on the Raging Bolt. Because you don't have a way to establish a Monkey Dory. You would need 2. Anyways.
Yeah, we're I guess this is our chance to go back on. We just take this turn to go back on even prizes.
Yeah. And hope they can't find boss and fighting energy off of flip.
Yeah, I take out the fan item here.
Yeah, it's got energy on it. It takes out the Scream Tail easily.
Fortunately, we did not evolve the Corellia, so if bundle is popped, we have a 1 prizer to push up.
Yeah, that Corellia did also evolve last turn. So it could not have evolved into... Alright, Teal Dance coming out. Looking for a Sada, looking for Prime Catcher. Manual attach fighting, also an option here. And then you have access to boss's orders as an out. You have to wonder if the boss was in the hand that got Iono'd. The bolt has to find a way to shuffle the deck before flipping the script.
Everything may have come down to the Iono, because Arven in hand is certainly how many nest balls? Probably 2.
There's 2 in the discard pile. 2 nest ball in the deck.
Yeah.
Flip the script.
Ultra Ball left?
Ultra Ball discarding Turo and Fan Rotom. Looking for Sandy Shocks, maybe? Sandy Shocks. Big rock in the house. Gonna get that magnetic absorption ability online since the opponent has taken 2 or more prize cards. E-Switch! Oh my gosh.
It's there!
Where's the Gust? Do they have the Gust? Restart for 1!
Oh!
Oh, because there's still Prime Catcher. There's still Prime Catcher. On the edge of my seat here. Didn't even attach a second energy. They're not slamming it.
Yeah, I would be slamming it.
Ultra Ball.
What else can we do? What else can we do?
Then. Slitherwing and Hoot Hoot.
We've used Teal Dance, right?
Yep, Teal Dance has been used. Noctowl, that's not going to help.
But we've got I guess. Oh man, that's so rough because you're thinking, if I don't win this turn, I'm probably losing.
Hyperblur can push up Supervisor.
Yeah. I get. Do you pass here and hope they whiff the? They don't have a way to retreat the Corellia. Well, I mean, there's still energy in the discard, right?
There has to be.
Well, I don't know. It's Jelly's usually on 7. There's 4 on board. Oh yeah. Okay. Put up a 1 prizer. Makes
Yep.
sense. All right.
And
yeah.
now they are on even prizes, so the Guardy player cannot countercatcher. Cannot RM for countercatcher.
Yeah, man. You know what'd be really nice right now? Brave Return.
I mean, Frillish item lock's kind of crazy.
I think that's what we're going for. I think that's what we're going for.
Second embrace. 20 damage. Item lock. Prime catcher no longer an out. Now they're gonna need raw boss and an energy.
How many Christmas have been played?
At least one. Think of the options here. I mean, the boss could also just be prized. All right, magnetic absorption. All right, we're gonna see. Look at the discard pile here. 1 Chrisman has been played, and a pass. Relish 2. For candy or countercatcher. It's getting gloomy. Return. Eel dance. There goes an energy. What is the line here?
I mean, Oceanic Golem. I think that's what it is.
I mean, the line for Raging Bolt. I mean, I almost wonder if the.
Did we find it? Did we find the way?
I mean, I almost wonder if you should have. I mean, once this Noctowl is dead, like, if boss is in hand.
I mean, if boss is in hand, we would have just attached retreated. No.
They may not have the boss when they teal danced.
Sure.
All right, here comes the gloom. This Noctowl's dead.
If you knew the boss was in hand, or I mean, if you knew the boss was in deck, I don't know.
All right, flip the script. Can draw the rest of the deck here.
So it's either
if boss is prized. Guardy should win this.
There it is.
All righty. Well, it came down to it.
Yeah.
It's almost like we just needed that one. Yeah, just could not quite get out of there. Yeah. Man.
All right.
Post game.
That was the last match. What we were waiting on. So we are actually going to preemptively. Oh, they just jumped off. I was going to say MDG is one of the only 6-0s. So or 5-0s. So it's Snorlax Player 2000 MDG Crustle versus Dragapult Dusknoir is our technically our champions game.
Okay.
So I'm going to reach out and try to get that on since it is a 6-0. It's whoever wins the tournament kind of thing. Unless they want ID for some reason, which has happened. But I doubt that's happening tonight. So let me go ahead and reach out to them. And we'll see if one of them's able to. Oh, they are. I see them. All right, table 9. I'm seeing MDG's font for their name being like the round one. I'm like, how did they do that? As I'm sitting there with 8-bit font and changed my own like a few days ago. I'm like, oh right. It's a thing.
I'm assuming it's a Nitro thing.
Yeah, it is. You can go and change your name and stuff like that now. Your name, your font. So, but here's the game.
I will never spend a dime on this app.
Because I run the tournaments and I need like the boosts. That's why.
And the high quality streaming too.
That's different. I don't do anything nearly so important.
Yeah, because my oldest asked, "Can I get Nitro?" I'm like, "If you want to spend your allowance on it, sure." But I'm not giving you a Nitro subscription because you piggyback off like my Spotify and your mother's Pandora and stuff like that. So no. My Netflix, my Hulu, my Disney Plus. These kids just piggyback off everything.
Let's get a job.
Yeah. All right, Netflix execs that are definitely out there. Family plan.
Exactly. All right, I'll hand it off to you two. Which also, as this game, if the Dragapult player, okay, it looks like they know. If you go to the Dusclops, you can actually win the game. Is usually what you kind of want to go with more so than the Dragapult line. But that's just coming from me. So back to you two.
All right, starting here, going into the second turn with Crustle. Yeah, the Dusknoir is a surprisingly potent attacker against Crustle. You can use your Neo Upper Energy to pay for the Dusknoir's attack, and the Dusknoir does 150 damage, which very conveniently is the exact amount of HP that Crustle has.
Then it's 200.
Yeah, unless that's the case. But that's what your jamming towers are for. Yeah, so going to be using the Dracloaks here. Definitely going to want to get some of the card draw going. Coming into here in a backup Duskull. Lilies for 8 big ones. Ooh, retreating. Going to go for an item lock here. But we do see the Crispin in hand for Crustle here. So they're just going to be able to get swinging away.
All right, Alex Dow.
Energy attached to the Dracloak here. Artisan for the monkey. I have to see if they want to value KOing this Budu or establishing the Monkey Dory. Yeah, I would just want to get swinging as soon as possible here.
Yeah, I mean, you know how you lose as this deck. You need to take 6 prize cards.
Dwebble the Pebble coming in. All right, Dragapult coming in here. Going to do a big ol' 6 damage counter spread for 2 energy. I generally thought 2 prizes were a bit more powerful than that, but I'm not a game designer.
I do like getting the monkey established here. Ooh, counter catcher.
There we go.
Yep. Here, Crustle with the one of Night Stretcher here, just ready to pick up that Psyduck right away. There's a Dusknoir coming out. Jet Headbutt. No damage counters for you. Also, no second energy for Dragapult. Ooh, I like Boss taking out the monkey here. Oh, bringing up the Dusknoir. Oh, because the Night Stretcher traps it. Yeah. This is one of the risks of evolving up into your ghosts against a Psyduck deck. Is this this guy has 3 freaking retreat cost. It's massive.
Well, I think you just have to cut your losses with this Duster. Oh,
Nope, Turo. I'm like, Turo gets you out of it, but that's it.
Do the energy for a. I was saying Mind Bend would be a neat move.
Yeah, there's no
There's no mist on that.
no mist
Crustle.
energy on the Crustle.
We had the energy.
Yep.
Was not playing the battle cage? Was that a goof?
Maybe. I mean, with 2 Battle Cage versus 2 Jamming Tower, you do really want to.
Well, we have Adrenal Brain now, so.
Right, but you only run Night Stretcher and Lonizate as your recovery options. So if
There's no more dark energy?
No, there's more dark energy, but the Psyduck can still go down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Colress's Tenacity guaranteed the dark energy to put a Monkey Dory to Adrenal Brain off of the Psyduck so you don't just lose it to Hawlucha.
Right, you could keep it from dying to a Hawlucha, but it can die to just a Phantom Dive.
Well, not if Battle Cage is in play.
Yeah, but Battle Cage protects you from the Hawlucha too.
Right, abilities.
Yep. So
Card's fake.
no,
That's
okay.
all.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be up to Dragapult here to find. There's the Neo Upper committed to the Dusclops. Jamming Tower, huge. Bringing up the Psyduck. I don't know. I would like to see bring up the Monkey Dory,
Yeah.
especially when you're Ionoing to draw 5 and hopefully draw into a.
Yeah, this is wasted damage counters here.
But maybe wanting to stay close to even on prizes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This way you can still give yourself access to counter catchers and the like.
Yeah, and you really don't want. Yeah, I mean, if you had Dusclops counter captured here, I mean, it's the walls close. So not going down to 3 prizes makes sense.
Jumbo Cone, heal a big 10 damage off that Crustle. Ooh, no dark energy still.
Yeah, that's why that a couple turns ago, I kind of like guaranteeing the dark off of the Colress's Tenacity.
And they're not even attacking because they don't want to give the Monkey Dory damage. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, do we have the Night Stretcher? You need Night Stretcher here because the Dusk. Oh no, because you turret it. You turret it.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, this is not looking good for Cressel.
The jamming tower is in play. Woohoo.
Yep, this Cressel's going down. Don't forget your recon directive. Shadow Bind 150 clean KO on this Cressel. I mean, you have to wonder what option does Cressel have here? Pokegear into Crispin, Jumbo Cone, find the second battle cage. There's Crispin. Crispin, Jumbo Cone. How are you gonna find? You can't find the stadium. Oh man, there's no way to find. This is your way to get the stadium, but you're using it to find Town Store because you want to find the.
You need to not get KO'd.
You need a Lux Cape. Second Lux Cape is in deck. Then the second jamming tower.
Maybe it's prized.
Maybe it's prized.
I mean, you're about to lose your only Cressel otherwise. So like,
yeah,
you can't set up a Monkey Dory and no.
Yeah, but I mean, still, this gives you a turn because you can't even Adrenabrain and Superb Scissors. That's only 150.
Yeah.
Lily's digging for the jamming tower.
It's over.
It is. Oh,
It's over.
Okay. I mean, this has been a great showing from Dragapult Dusknoir. Just this is how you play the matchup. You need to use your Dusknoir. You need to Shadowbind. You need to navigate around the Psyducks and the battle cages now, but even with all that, you know, I think, yeah, I think this is a good showing.
We don't have any other way to get Pokemon with that Irvin. That's it.
Yep, just one pop and one nest ball on the deck. All right, GG's 6-0 Dragapult Dusknoir. This is a huge Phantom Dive moment.
It always wins.
6-0, 6 damage counters. What does it mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean? Let's see if anybody is left who is. We can jump to Russell's game.
Sure.
So table 4. And is this one not over? No, it's very close. So I'll still pop it up though.
Yeah, we got 6-2 prize cards here. I personally am not a fan of having 2 Cursed Blast Pokemon in play against my opponent on 2 prize cards remaining. Could just be me. I do see a Dragapult come into play here. But to what ends? This Dusknoir is going to have to explode to get...
Blowing up the active, and that takes most of the energy out the board.
But
yeah, we had to blow up the Clefairy to not just lose. Oh, and we have the
Iona?
Iona 1.
Mr. Garden already in play.
Can't be that mysterious.
It's well known. So you cannot use this Dusclops.
No, you can.
Yeah, I mean, I would not advise it. It's my expert opinion. Right. Gonna take out the Clefairy here. 2 hundo. 2 prize cards. Wonderful patch, but not enough. You're gonna have to dodge Countercatcher and Halucha here. Halucha Countercatcher is gonna win. All right, peak acceleration for 80. Just one energy to accelerate. Where's it gonna go?
I mean, it's got to be the.
To hand for Mystery Garden. All right, we'll have to see. Ultra Ball Gust. Halucha Gust. There's so many cards here. Halucha. Show me Gust. And that's gonna be it. I mean, hey, that's how Dragon Ball goes sometimes. I own a 1, 2 price turn, 4 price turn. Tough stuff. It's been cool to see this Valiant deck in action. Just unfortunately could not get quite across the line there.
I mean, it still ended 4-2, which isn't bad, especially considering it's a small challenge.
Yeah, it's a very solid finish.
Small challenge of 64.
Yeah, I mean, for online play, well, okay, for my tournament series, 64 is a small challenge, a small event. considering the yearly average right now, like for the year's like 260, I think it is for the Friday events.
Oh my god!
With 602 being the largest.
It's a big event.
Yeah, that one is, I brought in 4 other people to judge, and we needed every single person through the first few rounds.
We can fit 20.
I can fit so many, and
inner city Pittsburgh store.
Well, at least your calls are like actual, like, judgment rulings, or something happens and you have to go through. Mine's like my opponent called me a bitch. Well, were you acting like one? Or no?
Honestly, most of the judge calls are people just wanting to say hi to me. That is honestly the nicest thing about having like a small space is everyone's friends with each other and gets along and loves to riff off each other.
Yeah, that's the good thing. Like, we kind of get similar. Like, the Seattle locals has a lot of people who go to every store, and like you kind of know which stores that other people are going to be at, which is pretty nice.
Right.
But then we have multiple regional winners now in our area. Yeah. So it gets a lot harder. Like our whole area went whoop right up and right up with good players like very, very quickly. Like, you roll up and there's a Bond, and you're like, oh great. And then the Cal comes in and you go, oh great. And then Kobe Kawasaki and his brother comes in and you go, oh man, this is even worse. And like it just keeps going on. And you're like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it is really cool when you have like really strong players in your scene, because like playing against like really strong players is such a good way to get better at the game.
Yeah, and then depending on how far north you are, like the Canadians come down. You're like, oh god, right, Canadians. But I with that, we know who our champion is. Dragon Ball Desnar. I don't even think this list has anything different about it, right?
I mean, it was just the Ludovitz list, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if it works, it works, right?
If it ain't broke.
Yeah.
So with that, any last minute promotion you want to give while I figure out who we should send everyone off to?
You can find me on Blue Sky at brookhorse.brayloom.club. Cordy and I will be at the Toronto Regionals competing, so feel free to say hello. I'll also be on the Tricky Trim stream next Monday playing a best of 7 GLC Conquest with Andrew Mahone. So if you would like to see me play some Gym Leader Challenge, check it out on Monday.
Yeah, we're big GLC fans up in Pittsburgh. As Brooke said, we'll be in Toronto. I am playing, not judging, for once. Deciding if I'm playing Gardevoir or not Gardevoir. I'm on Blue Sky at cordula.breloom.club. You'll see me around. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you to Doom. Thank you to Emmy as always for having us. A lot of great deck lists that we got to see today. I came straight from judging our GLC locals to doing this, and I just have so much fun with this game.
It's a fun game. I mean, like, I recommend it to as many people as I can. So, like, you should play this. And my work people are like, "Will you shut up about it? You're a 40-year-old man." I'm like, "It doesn't matter." And I run away crying. No. They always ask. Like, I go, "I've taken a weekend off," and they'll go, "Oh, what city is the regional in?" And I'm like, "It was Las Vegas this time." Do. Then I'm like, "There's one in Seattle," and they're like, "You kind of look sad about that." I'm like, "Well, first I get to sleep in my own bed, which is good, but I don't get to travel." But then also I'm like, "But then I don't do anything when I travel anyways." So I'm like, not sure. But as it is, I'm Senior Doom, professional illustrator, tournament organizer, and halfway sick person. I should be much better come Friday. That will have the full cup tournament on that, top cut, all that good stuff. And I'm working out a possible surprise for it. It may be monetary. It may just be a playmat. I'm trying to work it out, so don't hold me to it. But it could be something nice. Hopefully we'll see you then. I want to send everyone off here to Crumbrion. Since she has rated me multiple times, I feel like at some point I should return the favor. So have fun with her, and hopefully I will see you this Friday. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you then.